Gaming companies have always looked for different ways to make their games more profitable. From DLCs to loot boxes, there have been complaints about each tactic along the way, and it still hasn't changed with today's strategies. From its introduction in Dota 2 and the popularization through Fortnite, what we have now is generally termed as battle passes. These have taken over the gaming landscape quite heavily. Pretty much any game you boot up nowadays, you will see a battle pass. They haven't been around that long, but they've definitely taken over around the last decade of gaming. In this video, we're going to be explaining why battle passes have been destroying the gaming industry. Let's get right into it. First off, obviously you can play any game without purchasing this battle pass, which is a fair argument. But this brings me to the first problem with battle passes. They are constantly being shoved in your face. After playing a match in any game that has a battle pass, it is the first thing that pop up on your screen to show you your progress on what you could be unlocking. The constant advertising and the collective player base that has the battle pass items really pressures you into buying it, mainly due to FOMO, or fear of missing out. In most games, once the battle pass is gone, it's gone, and you can't get those items again. This increases our FOMO, and suddenly we're reaching for our credit card because it's completely unacceptable to let Peter Griffin crank 90s on you in Fortnite. So now we have the battle pass. We're happy. We play our game for a few days and then decide we want to try out another game. Guess what? Another battle pass, and more charges on the credit card because Rick Grimes has been drop-shotting you in all your Call of Duty lobbies. Now we have 2 battle passes to complete and a month or 2 to do it, and we don't have enough time for both games because we have a full-time job or there's too much going on at school. Now we're left with deciding which game to complete the battle pass for, and which one will sit on the sidelines and waste away. And that's only if you're playing 2 different games. If you're into 3 or 4 different games, then it's basically impossible to keep up with everything. This time pressure now turns gaming from what do I want to play today to what battle pass do I want to finish. And even if you do have the free time, it feels like a part-time job in itself to level up all the way through each battle pass. In some cases, you're just overwhelmed by challenges to help complete everything, which makes you start playing games just to do challenges all the time rather than to have fun. By the time you get everything completed, a new season starts, and you start the process all over again. Just like any job, this leads to burnout, and in my opinion, this makes gaming in general not really that fun. It hasn't happened to me yet, but I can definitely see people getting sick of the games they play just because of the constant pressure to unlock everything before time runs out. Another thing that I want to point out about battle passes is that it demonstrates lazy game creation. Using Call of Duty for example, because that's the one I know most, we used to get full complete games upon release with relatively cheap DLCs to further expand the experience the games offered. Now, we get incomplete games with extra content thrown in the battle passes each season, preying on the players to buy into their subscriptions. This also brings me to another point. We are buying full price games and we are still required to pay a seasonal subscription to have access to everything the game offers. I know there are games that allow you to go back and work on battle passes from previous seasons, but in many cases like Call of Duty's, you're not actually buying the battle pass, you're renting it. If a new season starts, then tough luck. You aren't getting any of the items you weren't able to unlock from purchasing your subscription service. And even single player games have battle passes now, which is even more criminal. If battle passes are here to stay, all games need to adopt the concept of being able to go back and work on unfinished battle passes. Another problem with battle passes is the quantity versus quality aspect. Generally, battle passes are 100 tiers, with at least 1 item unlocked for each tier reached. There's often a lot of nonsense along the way, like sprays or loading screens, using Fortnite as an example. Battle passes are often purchased for a handful of specific items or skins, and the rest is usually meaningless to the majority of players. Looking at it this way, it seems like you're buying 90 extra things just to get the 10 things you actually want, making it feel like a huge waste of money. It is also pretty demotivating, especially if time runs out to unlock what you really wanted out of the battle pass. One last way the battle passes are destroying the gaming industry is that they prevent players from playing different games. There are quite a bit of people out there that want to play the new game they got or allocate their time towards something they want to play, but they don't because they want to get that one specific item in a different game's battle pass before it expires. Battle passes are in a way every company's way of preventing their players from leaving their games and increasing potential sales from in-game purchases. If someone gets fed up enough, they will buy tier skips to get where they want, giving even more money to the greedy subscription tool. Add that to the fact that there are battle passes out there that don't give you the resources to purchase the next one for free, and you just see how greedy companies are these days. And if you're a completionist and a little tight on money, you can just forget about buying any new games in this case. All in all, battle passes have made the gaming experience a lot worse. Always having them pushed in your face every 2 seconds is flat out annoying, and the combination of FOMO with time constraints in most games is just predatory. I've even seen some people say that they miss loot boxes because of the oversaturation of battle passes and they're free, which may be an unpopular opinion. I believe that games should try to stand out more and be more unique by making their own monetization strategies, or just not have any monetization at all like games used to be. DLCs still work out rather well as evidenced by Nintendo, so I believe going back to just that is far better than a monthly or bi-monthly subscription for a game's content. Let me know what you think companies should do as an alternative down in the comments. If you want to see me defend the other side of this argument, click on the video here. Please help me out by liking and subscribing, and I'll see you on the other video.